Good morning, friends. Welcome to that 1870s homestead. My name's Rachel, and today I'm going to show you how to bless your family with a wonderful, yummy breakfast with leftovers that you might have sitting around from the week. Well, this morning I was not feeling like camera ready, so we started with coffee first thing, like always. I just used my little pour over back here. I'm sure you guys have seen that in lots of videos. But while that was brewing, I went ahead and started cooking up like half a pound of breakfast sausage that we had. And I like to add some red pepper flakes to that because it's not ever spicy enough for me. So this does have like a spicy flavor. But as you're watching this video, just think about the things that you have sitting around the house. I should say that this actually started last night. I make bread every Friday typically, and that'll normally last us the week. Sometimes we don't go through it though, so I had half a loaf left, and so I cut up that bread into 6 thick slices and then cubed it and just let it sit out overnight with like a towel covering it, because I did want it to be slightly like stale, not hard but not soft. And so after the sausage cooked and browned, I then sautéed about half an onion chopped up in the sausage grease. Towards the end of that process, I just added probably a good 1.5 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of butter, because I knew I would be using that skillet to cook my casserole in it, so I wanted it nice and greased. And when the onions were done, we got to mixing up our eggs. So I used 6 eggs. You can use 6 or 7 eggs for this recipe. I only had 6 on hand, so scrambled up 6 eggs whisked up 6 eggs with 2 cups of milk. Then we added some seasoning, so totally season this to your family's preference. I like to throw in some dried mustard when I'm making like breakfast casserole, so we use some dried mustard, pepper, some thyme, and a little bit of salt, I believe I put in there. Once that was done, I then put in the bread cubes, and I got those really good and saturated. And then we had some cheese, so I had like about 4 ounces of a block of cream cheese left from a recipe I used probably like a month ago. So I knew it would go bad soon, so I just chopped that up, threw that in there. And then we had a little block of some smoked cheddar. I didn't use all of it, maybe a 1/4 cup or so to 1/3 of a cup of smoked cheddar I grated. Mixed the cheese in with all the good egg and bread ingredients. Then we added in our sausage and onions, and then put it right back in that skillet that we cooked everything in the morning. Bake it at 350 for about 50 minutes, and it is just delicious. So I think now I'm going to cut into it, and it's just a great thing to make in the morning if you're somebody like me. Or you can make this the night before, guys, and throw it in your fridge, and then when you're ready to bake it, or you get up in the morning, just pop it in the oven. But I wake up much earlier than Todd, so it's just a nice slow morning for me to just make something and have breakfast ready when he comes downstairs. So I'm going to cut into this, show you guys what it looks like, and I hope it inspires you to not have less waste in your house when you have kind of just bread sitting around and other things sitting around. How can you make a really nice breakfast? I did forget to mention at the end, I also drizzled the top, I think you guys saw that, with some maple syrup. Just for a little sweetness with that heat. And that was not a center cut, but oh yeah, look at there. Doesn't that look good? And I want to show you me get my hot pad on. How nice and clean it comes out of the skillet. Really nice and clean when you use a really well seasoned cast iron skillet and you're cooking in it with some, we had that sausage grease, and then we added our butter, and just makes for a really nice clean cast iron after you're done cooking. Oh yeah. There you go. Some yummy, absolutely delicious breakfast casserole. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for coming along with me this morning.